Did you know that nearly 60% of people believe in the possibility of Atlantis? But what if everything we've heard is just a myth? Could Atlantis, the lost city beneath the sea, actually have existed, or is it simply a legend? Let's dive in and find out. Atlantis, an ancient advanced civilization that supposedly sank into the ocean. The legend begins with the famous Greek philosopher Plato, who first wrote about Atlantis in 360 BC. He described a powerful and wealthy city located beyond the Pillars of Hercules that met its catastrophic end after failing to uphold its moral values. But here's the thing. Plato's story of Atlantis is the only source we have. Was he documenting a real place that vanished, or was he using this lost city as a metaphor for something deeper? That's what we're going to explore today. At the heart of the mystery is this question: was Atlantis real, or was it purely a figment of Plato's imagination? Some argue that Plato was describing a historical place that suffered a natural disaster, like a massive earthquake or tsunami. Others insist that Atlantis was just an allegory, a way for Plato to criticize the greed and corruption he saw in society. On one hand, we have researchers pointing to possible locations where Atlantis might have existed, such as the Mediterranean or near the Caribbean. On the other hand, skeptics argue that there's no definitive archaeological evidence to support any of these claims. So, let's dive deeper into the theories. One of the most popular ideas is that Atlantis could be connected to the island of Santorini, which experienced a catastrophic volcanic eruption around 1600 BC. Some believe that the Minoan civilization, which flourished there, may have been the inspiration for Plato's Atlantis. But Santorini isn't the only contender. Others suggest Atlantis could be near the Azores Islands, based on geographical descriptions that match Plato's. There's even speculation that Atlantis was in the Caribbean, with underwater structures like the Bimini Road possibly being remnants of the fabled city. While these theories are intriguing, the real challenge is that we have no conclusive proof. Ancient texts only offer hints, and many supposed discoveries have been debunked over time. But what about the most convincing piece of evidence? Some argue it lies in Plato's detailed description of Atlantis's advanced technology and urban planning. Scholars who believe in its existence say that Plato could not have invented such a precise, futuristic city layout from his imagination alone. Yet, others counter this by pointing out that Plato was a philosopher, not a historian, and used allegories frequently to illustrate his teachings. To them, Atlantis was never meant to be taken literally. The evidence, for now, remains inconclusive. But one thing is clear: the idea of Atlantis continues to capture our imaginations thousands of years after Plato's writings. In the end, the mystery of Atlantis may never be fully solved. Was it a real, thriving civilization destroyed by disaster, or a moral lesson dressed up as myth? The debate will likely continue for generations, and the allure of a lost city beneath the waves will keep people searching. Whether or not Atlantis ever existed, it stands as a symbol of human curiosity, our desire to find the truth, no matter how elusive. What do you think? Was Atlantis real or just a story? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you love exploring ancient mysteries, check out our next video on the lost city of El Dorado. Hit that subscribe button and keep the adventure going.